It's recording?
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Keisha
And Kiera.
and today we have a
Story time.
on.
Where we been? Like, I know.
We took a break. We done relocated. Life
Am
happens.
I?
Okay, Maria. Alright.
Get.
So as you know, we started YouTube.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, as you know, we started YouTube a while back. We probably did like maybe 1 or 2 videos.
It was like in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened for us. We ended up relocating. And
Life happened, basically.
yeah.
Like, real
You want to tell them?
happened.
Like, real life.
Well, no, we gonna tell them, but like, I mean, we here to be real. We ain't nothing about to be fake about us. So, life happens to 80% of us in the world. You know, that has regular lives and whatever. That goes to the struggle. So, what you want to start with first?
Well, alright, so, well, we used to live back in New York, upstate New York, Syracuse. We don't live there anymore. We lived there for all our lives, actually.
I can't really say that.
I mean, between moving different places here and there.
And coming back.
Yeah. Grew up there. That's where we met and everything. Things got hard. Things got real hard and difficult for us. Jobs was... we both did in the beginning have 2 good jobs at the airport. That's where we both met at. And after a while, that job turned into
misery,
which caused me to end up losing my job there. And from there, just on my part, I started juggling a whole bunch of different jobs. I was like, had one good job, and then something would happen. I ended up losing that job, or I had to quit just to get another job, and just juggling jobs back to back like crazy. Couldn't keep a job no longer than 4 months. Don't know what was going. It was just like one bad thing happened, and everything just kept going, kept happening. And
between family schedule, like the family lives schedules, like having our work schedules work together, so we can make sure someone be at the house with the kids, or depend on other family members to be there with us. I mean, it just got really hectic and really hard and stressful on us. And I mean, well, she left the airport. I was still there, and it became... I was there longer, and I decided that I had to go. Well, unfortunate, but
right.
Because at the end of the day, we still enjoy our jobs. It's just a lot of
bullshit.
Yeah. So
it was either leave the job or get arrested. That's how bad it got. Let's just say that.
So, we'll just save that for another story time.
That's another story time. Yeah.
But yeah, like, so a lot of stuff has happened. So we were juggling jobs and going through a lot of stuff. Financial troubles. So it became harder for us to not only spread our bills out, but spread our checks out to which bills. We were choosing which bills was more important, and then bills was adding up. And so, I mean, we held on for as long as we can, and unfortunately, we ended up losing our home. And before losing our home, we was already in the plans of moving out of state. We was already planning to do this and make plans for that, and we were already, going through the process of looking for an apartment or whatever the case may be, and jobs and stuff like that.
But that plan was we was gonna move after the kids got done with school.
Yeah.
In June, but
of this year, 2018.
Right. But like people say, nothing goes as planned, and God is gonna do what He wants you to do. And honestly, I feel like if we would have went that route, we probably would have still been there.
Yeah.
You know, because I even though it's unfortunate that we lost our home and how everything happened, it's like it kind of blessed us in a way for us to open our eyes and be like, all right, we need to get up off our ass, because we always say we're going to do something, and sometimes something else takes away from that.
Or we just continuously keep pushing it back and giving ourselves reason as to why we can't do it, why this, why that.
We always say money this, money that.
Yeah.
Because
the year previous, 2017, we were supposed to move that year, and we pushed that back.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up staying for a whole another year. But yeah, so we lost our home. And
also too, we did for the longest time, we didn't even know, we couldn't even really agree exactly where we wanted to go. First it was Texas, then it was Arizona, then it was Florida, then
so
now we're in.
Just so happened, I said I don't want to move to Atlanta. Everybody moves to Atlanta, whatever.
Yep, and then I somehow stepped on her feet.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, you know what? Listen, babe.
God had other plans for us. Like, we can honestly say that now. Like, everything was meant to happen how it happened. And even though it was unfortunate and it was such a struggle for us and for our family to deal with, not only us, the adults, but we do have 2 kids, and that was hard on them also, because they didn't they understood, but they didn't understand like behind the scenes as to why it happened, because we try to keep that from our kids. And
also too, they had to stay back in New York, because we ended up
you fast forward and we didn't get to that part. So yeah, we lost our home. God had other plans for us, so we took that moment of losing our home and saying, you know what, forget it. Like, why not? Let's just take a leap of faith and just move out of state. We might as well just go. We was already planning on moving this year. We only 2.5 months out from the school year. So why not just take the opportunity and just go? God is telling us, here's our chance. Like, we done got all these signs from God. We've been asking for signs and let us know what we doing wrong. And on other times, we didn't listen. And we didn't listen, so God had to teach us a lesson, and our lesson was taught, and now we ended up here, Atlanta, Georgia. That's where we are. We took that leap of faith. But this was not easy at all.
Yeah,
that leap of faith was hard.
And even though now, like, it's still, it's still a struggle, but
to get back on our feet.
Yeah, to get back on our feet, because we really left with nothing. Like, we really had the only thing we bought was our car, whatever we could fit in it, and started over.
Yeah, because first we came down. Well, we came as a family
to look for places.
It was supposed to be it's a family trip, but within that family trip, we got other stuff done, like jobs and looking for places and stuff. We made sure we did not leave to return back to Syracuse
unless we had a
job, and we did that. Not one, but 2 jobs.
Really,
we had.
She had one.
But it was not easy at the time. We was staying with a friend. We was just staying with somebody when we was here with our family. So then we got that done, and we bring the kids back home
and we had
to Syracuse, and we
I left them with my sister for the school year.
Yeah, they had a month and a half.
Yeah, because they had to finish school back in New York before they could come out here, because then they would have had to repeat their grade, since school out here in Georgia was already done. So left them back in Syracuse with my sister, and then her mom and sister and everything. And then when school was over, went back down and got them, and everything. Though everything was a struggle, everything kind of worked out in the way we said. Because when we first went to Georgia with the kids, we said we wasn't gonna leave until we got a job. We left with the job. We came back, was working, but unfortunately, again, the jobs didn't work out the way we planned, or we chose one job or another and it backfired somehow. But we ended up getting blessed with the place. That was the number one main thing for us, because staying with people.
We ain't with that. We ain't made for that life.
Yeah, I mean,
but understand, we can legit say that we did not have a stable home when we came back with just us two. We didn't have a stable. We was basically kind of living out of our car, but living with people because we had our stuff in the car. But so I mean,
the first person we stayed with, we could kind of tell that that's probably a whole nother. That's a whole nother.
But anyways, so yeah.
Let's just say God remove enemies. But yeah, I mean we made it through it all together. And that's we
was struggling, had barely no money to our name, was just doing Ubers to make up for gas. Like when we tell y'all that it was not easy, it wasn't easy, but just know like we at the end of the day we made sure we had a house over our head to bring our kids home to.
Mm-hmm.
Food and somewhere to sleep. Like so even if we didn't have the beds, we would still at least we have a house over our head, and that was what was more important.
Yeah, so we didn't want to bring the kids back staying with somebody who also had kids.
Unstable environment, basically. We didn't want to we didn't want to start them off in an unstable environment, and we just wanted it to be as smooth sailing for them at least as it could be, because we know it was not.
It was not all peaches and cream, and listen.
Granted, we are still, like she said, we're still kind of in that struggle.
Yeah, we are.
Like, we're here now, and we're still adjusting, and between trying to find the right job that fits us and fits our schedules. Now we really have to think about schedules because we are here alone. It's just us. We really don't have any family here
to say, hey, can you babysit while we go to work?
We have to depend on each other. So we have to work opposite schedules to benefit the kids and make sure we're both around the kids enough, because we don't want to be those parents where we're always at work and our kids never get to see us.
Yeah, so I mean it'll probably definitely be easier once the school starts next year.
Next month.
So I think the schedule will be a little easier, so we'll probably do that. But right now we both did end up getting new jobs, so we both in the training process with our jobs. She's starting it. Oh, she start
Monday. Well, one job I start Monday. The other job,
So we, like I said, a move where you just by yourself with nothing, like literally nothing, just $200, and that was just for the road. Because from Syracuse to Georgia, that's a 14-hour trip. So that money was just for the road, just to get here, and then so it's really and it's really still hard, but. We making it work the best we could, staying together. Sometimes it's hard to put it straight on us, but
stress takes over our relationship,
but we just try to do the best we could.
Yeah, because we still got stuff in Syracuse.
We got a whole storage room.
We don't know when we're gonna be able to get that, because that's $2,000 right there. Not even to pick up. Like we talking about bringing it back to Georgia is $2,000.
Yeah, so that's why we had to get all new bed sets, because the one thing we wanted was for the kids to have beds to sleep on. So.
And TVs.
Yeah. Oh man, that trip back. Listen. So y'all know it.
You should have recorded that.
I know y'all saw the last video of
our house tour.
And the TV that's in our room, we put that in our car.
In the back seat.
The kids had to lay down. Floor. Had to lay down throughout the whole 14-hour.
Not lay down. It was like on the seats the whole time.
But they made it work. They made it work. But I mean that shows what we did
to make sure they were good.
To make sure they were good.
And comfortable.
To have the things that we know that they needed and wanted, which was a bed and the TV and the games and clothes and everything, for them. Make sure. So. But like I said, life is a work in progress. We're getting through it day by day.
We are.
So, but we're back. We're going to do our best to stay on here, make more videos.
Be consistent.
So,
we're going to have some new content, because no shade. We don't want to be out here like everybody else and y'all be seeing the same videos. So we're going to make sure we have some type of new content for you guys.
Right.
Even though it could be old content from like challenges or whatever, but we also gonna make up new ones and just a whole bunch of new stuff from our
perspective and what we like.
We have ideas for you guys, so just stick it out with us because we're sticking it out with you.
Thank you for being patient.
I mean, so much. We thank you so much for being our supporters and just rocking it out with us because
life is a
big
struggle. But you know what? At the end of the day, I just thank God for everything that we do have and had.
Like even though there was one thing that we didn't talk about, what transpired in like January. Plenty of story times for you guys.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, so like you said, if you want to know more about us, or if there's any videos you want to see, just put in the comments, send us an email with any questions, and we'll be sure to always be on here.
Hit us up on our social media. Hit that like button, definitely subscribe,
and turn on your notification bell so you can always be up to date when we post a new video,
because we gonna be on it. And don't forget to leave us some beautiful messages down in the comments below and let us know what you want to see. And until then, you guys, bye.